All right. We're finally here. We're back. We're about an hour late. This match was supposed to start an hour ago, but because the Zheng's match went forever, we're a little bit delayed. But that's all right. We're here now. And, oh man, so much has happened in the last couple of hours. Draper's playing and winning at the moment. I don't know if he's won yet. I don't think he's won yet. I think he's still playing. So that's happening. Check out the Vondi news, which is, man, I just feel sad by it, to be honest. Go watch the video. I put it out about an hour ago. Dan Evans won his first round of qualies, so he's battling. And we've got Venus coming up against Begu. So let's see how Venus looks in this one. And then, of course, with Eala taking on Mertens next. Also, Venus is playing doubles with Eala this week. So, there you go. Shout out from the Philippines. What's up? Eala's match will be on late. It's going to be on late. They keep putting her on. The reason why they put her on last today is to give her the best chance to play. You know, give her the most time to get ready for it. But, yeah. Winner of this match, by the way, will take on Mukova in the second round. Venus walking out. She's not playing the Wimbledon singles, which is interesting that she's playing singles here. Anyway, you know what I mean? Strange that she's not playing Wimbledon singles, but she's playing Bad Homburg. I don't know. But anyways, here we are. Why can't suspended players go to tournaments as spectators? I don't know. I'm not sure why that rule is in place. Kyrgios didn't play qualies of Wimby. No. But there is also a wild card left for the men, right? It's not. They haven't got them all done yet, so right. So there's still one left, I think. So he could possibly get that. I think, or have they given them all out now? Oh no, they gave them all out. Yeah. So yeah, that's weird too. It's yeah. So Kyrgios is not playing Wimbledon. Yeah, I don't know. It's why the Wimbledon wild cards are a whole story in its own self. Venus can win this run. Okay. He is playing doubles, yeah. He is playing doubles. Okay. What happened to the Zheng match? She dropped low in the ranks. Yeah, she won. She got the win. Will you be live for the game for Eala? Yeah, that's coming on straight after this. Any ideas about Maya Joint at the moment? She's having a tough year. Did Serena take the wild card they could have given to Venus? I wonder if maybe that was the... that's probably what was the conversation, right? It was like, well, if Serena wanted to play, then maybe her and Venus were like, okay, well, do you want it? Or, you know, because maybe it was probably between both, like between them, who was going to get the wild card. And maybe Venus is like, hey, you go play. We'll play doubles together. So maybe it was a conversation they had, and Serena was like, well, all right, I'll play. I don't know. I wasn't there. But that sounds like, you know, I think Venus would have got it, Serena didn't. If you really think Williams can win, you can make a lot of money betting online. Cool, have fun with that. Who's my pick for Wimbledon? Depends on the draw. Wimbledon didn't give Evans a wild card either. He's playing the qualies. Yep. Who wins the game between Eala and Mertens? I went Eala in 3. I think Mertens is tricky, and Eala's played a lot of tennis, but I think she'll get through. She's been playing well. Joint was defeated. She was defeated today. It sucks. Yeah, I know it's Evans last year. Yep. All right. Here we go. Let's see what Venus can do. 46 years old. And what a treat it is to still be able to watch the Williams sisters play singles. Or just play tennis. I mean, that's just how lucky are we. Imagine if it was Gauff versus Williams first round. That'd be crazy. That would be crazy. All right, Begu's 35 as well. She's not, she's been around tour for a while too. Doping test again, Vondrousova, 4 years, lol. I don't think it's very funny, to be honest. It's actually quite sad. Will there be an actual live feed of the match on here? No, I can't do that. We'll get in trouble. If I show the match, we'll get sniped. So, no. But I can tell you what's going to happen. Too long a ban? Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. Why is it sad? Go read what happened. What is whatever. These two have actually played before. Back in Toronto, 2017, Venus got the win, but that was a long time ago. Lots happened. Lots happened since then. I can't even start to imagine Venus Mukova carnage. Carnage? She didn't take the test. She knows she's doping? Oh, okay. Okay. Do you know the reason why she didn't open the door to the I mean, you already know that you already think you know the answer. So there's no point in talking. No point in talking. Because you're already like, well, she was doping. That's why she didn't open the door. Okay. We can't talk then because you're not going to be open to reason or open to why she, If you know anything about Vondi, you know why it's a sad situation. But if you don't know anything about Vondi, you'll just say that she's a cheat and not do any research, and that's fine. We can't help you. Who's winning? No one. They haven't started. What happened to Maya Joint? She lost. 4 years for Vondi is dumb. People who actually test positive get less. Yeah. I think they used her as an example. Which is sad. Because they don't want anyone else, not getting tested, I think they threw the book at her. And yeah. Hey, Draper won. Nice. He had a tough second set. He got out of it though. Love that for Draper. My joint is a fluke or just injured? Injured. She's been injured on and off all year. All right. Venus going to serve. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, God, I'd love Venus to win. I'd love it if Venus won. That'd be awesome. All right. She serves. She serves a fault. It's hot out there, by the way. 36 degrees Celsius. It is stinking hot out there. All right, serve is a double fault. All right, love 15. Love 15. As Venus serves. Into the forehand of Begu. Back in for Venus. Is a winner. 15-0. Beautiful shot. 15-0. Serve again. By the way, debut here. As Venus serves again. Serve as a let. As we serve, there's another let. My joint is on downward. Hey, Danny, can you stop? You're constantly bashing my joint, and I'm getting really annoyed. As we forehand up the line into the net from Begu, 30-15. Back off! Leave her alone! Stop coming after one of my players. Bro coming in here just... We get it. She lost. Move on. This guy. Fucking hell. 30-15. Two senior citizens playing. All right, chat. I guess today's Monday and we're all jerks. It's a jerk day. All right. 30-15. Serve. Into the forehand of Begu. Begu hits wide, 40-15. We just serve again from Venus. As Venus serves an ace. Nice. One love, Venus. Why were the Venus odds so high? What's the catch? Look, if you don't trust the gambling companies, then you shouldn't gamble. The odds were so high. What's the catch? Bro, just relax. By the way, Venus has had 97 grass court wins in her career. That's impressive. There's no catch. She just hasn't played much, so that's probably why. And she hasn't won much either, which is a shame. But again, this isn't a betting channel. One love, Venus. As we serve. As the return goes in the form of Venus. Venus hits it long. 15 love. Uh, 15 love. Serve again. Here's the fault. Second serve. Serving to the back end of Venus. Back in now from Begu is a winner up the line. 30 love. 30 love. As Begu serves again. Into the backhand of Venus. 4 from Begu is a winner. 40 love. Forty love. As we serve again. As the return goes in, so the shot goes out by Begu, 40-15. I don't know if Landaluce played today. Can't remember. I'm not sure. Did he play today? So the front of Venus, great return. The back of Begu, back in Venus into the net, 1-1. All right, 1-1. Serve again from Venus. Thanks for the breaking news. No worries. God, it really fucking sucks that. Chad, does anyone else feel like that's just shit? Like, I don't know. That fucking sucks. Ball. Anyways. $15 love. Begu hit it out. Just smacked it out crazily. She shanks the return. No chance. 30 love. Yeah, she'll appeal the case. She'll definitely appeal. 30 love. As a backhand return from Begu goes long. 40 love. 40 love. And the thing that sucks about these situations too is it just brings out like people that are just very like just not very compassionate, and it brings out like the worst. Like all these situations. Every time there's this situation, it's always like there's just that group of people that are just like so like you're a cheater, and there's no like compromise. There's no like in their head. There's no like thinking. It's just like, no, you got banned, so you must have done something wrong because you wouldn't have got banned if you weren't. And it's just like, it's just tiring. I'm just tired. 2-1. By the way, can we get this guy out of here? Thanks, Deb. Yeah. One thing to say, like, you think Vondi's guilty, but then another one to just blame like all women and make it a gender thing. Like, bro, you need to take 5. Take 5. Take 5. I don't know who hurt you, but it'll be okay. Take 5. Holy shit. Yeah, and the whole chat's onto it too. They're like, get this guy out of here. Yeah. So it's not just me and Deb who's seen it. Everybody's seen it. Bloody hell. That got real weird. How do you think it should have been handled? Yeah, look. If you haven't been keeping up to date with Vondrousova's career, a lot of injuries, right? Tough mentally injuries, right? I think it was a grandpa. Somebody passed away during a massive tournament and she had to take time off because of that. She also went through a divorce. In the span of like, she won Wimbledon and then all of this happened, right? And that's only in the last couple of years, right? And she's only, 23, 24, right? Brutal, And it just sucks, it sucks. And I think she's only like 24, 25, right? 26, there you go. Well, she won Wimbledon a couple of years ago, right? So she was 20, 23, 24 at the time when she won Wimbledon and stuff. But, yeah, just went through like a shit. Like, she won Wimbledon, the greatest moment of her career, and then she just went through this, like injuries and I think she had knee injuries, shoulder injuries. She just had a whole bunch of injuries. She had a bunch of injuries before that too. And just like life just got like, that's just brutal. So you can understand, knowing all that, go, okay, when like using again, if someone's like using the excuse, using the reason of like mental health reasons, you go, well, if you look back at what she's been through in the last couple of years, you go, okay, you can see where she would have got to that. And I feel bad for her. I feel sorry for her. Like, that sucks, you know, that she got to a point in her life where she was scared to open the door. And not only that, but there's also, and if you remember this back in when this first came out a couple of months ago, I mean, tennis players deal with a lot of things that regular people don't. I'm talking stalkers, you know, random ass people rocking up to their house. Like, that shit is scary for, you know, Wimbledon champions, celebrities, right? You can understand. Like, I just feel bad for her. And then 4 years, you go, shit, that's a lot longer than a lot of other people who have tested positive for things, right? So you go, yeah. And plus, yeah, and the Kvitova thing. I mean, look, they're both from the Czech Republic. I mean, it's someone from Czechia that's happened, right? I mean, so yeah, it just sucks. I think it's just very unfortunate. And look, maybe it was a lapse in judgment too. Maybe at the time, maybe she was having a bad day, you know, and then she, you know, made a bad decision not opening the door and not thinking straight, and that, you know, that stinks. 4 years though feels so harsh. Is it a 4-1 winner there from Williams, and it's 40-30. So yeah, it just seems like another just brutal, like another shit, you know, shit sandwich for Vondi, you know. 40-30. Eala's coming on after this match, so in like 3 hours. What does Kvitova's case have to do with Vondrousova's ban? Here we go. 40-30. As with a 4-1 winner there from Begu. It's 2-0. Here we go. Okay. I can already tell what he's going to say. They're going to appeal the ban for sure, but she'll probably still get banned because they can't let her off. You know, at the end of the day, she made the mistake of not getting tested and avoiding and refusing a test, right? So at the end of the day, they're going to have to give her some sort of ban because she did break that rule. But 4 years seems brutal. When other players who have been tested positive got less, and you're like, how does that make sense? So they'll appeal. She'll have to. She'll serve something, but I mean, 4 years seems like they've just thrown. I mean, that's I think the 4 years is like the general like rule anyway, isn't it? Like most players are like, hell, have got 4 years, right? 4 years is like the general. Like, it's like the default ban, right? It's like, oh yeah, something happened, 4 years. Like that's their go-to answer. But she'll appeal. It'll get reduced, but she'll have to serve something. You know, you can't, because otherwise, if she gets 0 from that 4 years, then the next person's going to come along and use her same reasoning to get off their ban, right? And we can't have that. So they can't have that. It's just like the Sinner thing, right? It's like the Swiatek thing. Like, you know, if they serve nothing, then the next person who's actually a bad egg doing a bad thing can use that as a reason to go, oh, well, I also had that thing, right? So they can't, like, that's the thing. That's the problem that Vondi's going to have, is that she can't be used down the track as a precedent to not, like, to get away with it. So if somebody is, you know, being dodgy, to go, oh, no, yeah, I didn't answer the door, not because I'm being bad, but because I had the same thing as Vondrousova. Right? So she's going to have to serve something, otherwise it sets a bad precedent for the person that is going to be cheating, right? Which sucks. for her. It sucks for her. But again, they have to do this. Just like Sinner, just like all these other players that have, you know, and you can believe what you want with those players. We're not going to go into that. But, you know, if you break one of the rules of the ITA, that you're going to have to serve a penalty. As a forehand in the net from Venus, 15:30. $15.30. As we just serve again. Into the forehand of Begu. She shanks it long. 30-all. As Venus serves again. Serve. Into the forehand of Begu. Backing out from Venus. Into the forehand of Begu as Venus forehand. Again to the forehand of Begu up the line of the backhand of Venus. Backing out Begu. Into the forehand of Venus on the stretch. Venus in the net, 30-40. Yeah, I got a feeling if she does appeal and she doesn't get any reduced sentence, Vondi might retire, which is a real shame. Like, she might just go, forget this, I'm out. And that's a loss for all of us. That's a loss for tennis fans because she's a great player. And for her, like, if 4 years is ridiculous, and then if it gets reduced to 3, she might be like, not worth it. I'm gonna go live my life. I'm done. I don't think that's the worry that I have, that she might not come back, which is a shame because she's a really good player. I like watching Vondi. I think she's a great player. Backhand goes in the net from Begu. No, Venus hit it long. There's the break for Begu. All right. Begu gets the break, 3-2. Justin.
If it stays for yours, do you believe she would ever play again?
No, I don't think so. 4 years is a long time. And, yeah. I worry that she'd retire. She'd just be like, she's got Wimbledon. I mean, look, she's had a great career to this point, right? She's won Wimbledon. She's been in a final of Roland Garros, right? But it's just, yeah. It'd be a real shame if, like, yeah, I don't know. She's a member. Is she allowed to Wimbledon? No. You're not allowed to go to any tournaments during your ban. So she wouldn't be allowed to go to Wimbledon even if she's a member. I just came across a post saying Alex's racket was subject to inspection. Is this true? I have no idea. Inspection of what? Where'd you read that? What do you mean? Where'd you see that? I see nothing about that. That's fucking crazy. Is that some just like AI slot bullshit? That's what that sounds like. I don't know where you saw that post. Did somebody just randomly post it, you know? Awful news, thanks for the update. I feel for her though, yeah. Yeah. Yep. It sucks. It's sad. I think that's what it is. It's sad. All right. As we just serving to the backhand of Venus. Backhand out from Begu. Goes long, love 15. Nope, she can't go as a spectator. You can't go to any events. You're banned from tennis. The end. All right, 4-1 goes into the backhand of Venus. Venus in the net, 15-all. Where's that guy? What did he? Did you follow up with anything? What were you saying? Yeah, I haven't heard anything about Eala's racket, but a lot of senior citizens watching. Are you okay? Danny, you feel like being... It's Monday. Danny's... Whatever, man. Danny's saying random shit. Begu hits it out, 15-30. Yeah, it's. I call BS if anybody's bringing that. If anybody's investigating, I haven't heard shit, so I don't think it's actually real. There's a lot of unsourced, unverified clickbait news on the internet. Unfortunately, and it doesn't help with AI. Yeah, I see a lot of BS show up on my timeline. I just straight away go like, yeah, don't show me this channel anymore. I don't want to see this shit. I don't need. I got my sources, and I've got people in the chat that send me reliable stuff. And if I haven't heard it from them or from that, then it ain't happened. It's probably just someone trying to get you to click on their video because it's an interesting topic, but it's probably got no substance. 30-all. Because I haven't heard shit, so. 30-all. Unless you can send me something, send me it, because then I can look into it, but I haven't heard anything about Eala being under investigation. 40-30 Begu. As a return goes net by Venus. 4-2 Begu in this first set. Who's playing football tonight, chat? Who's in the World Cup tonight? Who we got? Who we got World Cupping tonight? There are people on the internet saying that Carlos is on a silent ban. Hey, look, I love stories too, right? I look, conspiracies are fun. I get it. Did we go to the moon? Oh, there's no wind on the moon. How'd the flag move? All that. It's so fascinating, right? That shit's so fascinating to like break down and be like, oh, did they film it? And they're trying to just, I get it. It's like, I get it. Like, it's so much fun to like go, ooh, is it? Ooh. Usually the truth is boring. So, like, Alcaraz is injured. He's got a bad wrist. Boring. I know. It's not as fun as, like, ooh, is he on a ban? Ooh. Serving a silent ban. Jordan did back in the day. Remember? Everyone said that shit. Okay. That's way more. That's a much more fun narrative. I get it. I get it. But it's unproven BS. So the boring answer is the truth. It's boring, I know. He got injured. He got injured. It sucks. No, it's 15-all. Venus serves. As we get a forehand now to the backhand of Begu. Begu hits a passing shot winner, 15-30. 15-30. 15-30. Venus came to the net, but Begu, great passing shot. As a default second serve. Some big tennis news over the weekend. Serena Vondrousova, what's next? Federer returns? God, I hope not. I want Alcaraz to return. Can we get him back? When's he come back? I want Alcaraz returning news. I don't care about Federer. Federer's. We don't need Federer back. It's fine. We need Alcaraz back. As we go return to the forehand of Venus. Venus hits a winner. 30-0. Chat, I don't need Rafa or Federer back. Like, that is... I would be actually disappointed if we heard that news. Serena coming back? Okay. But oh, by the way, we're dragging Bjorn Borg back. Why? Nobody wants that. We don't want that. We want Alcaraz back because he's now. He's the now. That's what we want. That's the best news. That's the best news. We need Alcaraz to come back. And Runa. It's great Draper's back. Draper won, so that was great. But we don't need no Federer comeback. 30-40. Federer and Nadal exhibition in Australia at Rod Laver Arena. Yeah, let's get that. That's the news I want to hear. All right, double break on the cards here for Begu. She's got 30-40. As the return goes into the forehand of Venus. Forehand out from Begu up the line at the back of Venus. Venus hits it out. 5-2 Begu. It's a shame Venus was playing well at the start of this match. She just let a couple of the close games slip away. All right. 5-2 to Begu. Surprised Vondrousova got 4 years. It should have been just 1. Yeah. I think it will be reduced. I think 1 is probably going to be reduced to 18 months. Would be my guess. Because I think 1 year it won't be 6 months, because then, again, they can't set a precedent for people that are doing the wrong thing to use as an example to get away with things. That's what we don't want, right? That's what these people, why the ITIA is involved, is because we don't want people coming in breaking the rules, right? We don't want people doing that. So they have to give her a ban, but I don't think it'll be 3 months. I think she'll get banned for probably 18 months, which is actually not bad because her career, she'll be, 28, 29 when she comes back. 18 months, she's already not played for a while, so maybe there's time served, right? So she'll probably be back at end of next year, right? Maybe. But she's got to serve something because they can't be because again, if somebody is dodging a test and then they point and go, well, I have the same thing as she did and she got 0 time, then we can't we can't let the people that are doing the wrong thing, we can't let them use Vondi's example, as an example, right? So she's going to have to serve something. But I think 18 months, sends a message. And I think it also feels like, okay, 4 years is that's like a whole quarter of that's a quarter of your career. 4 years, I mean, holy shit. If you play for 20 years or play for, 15 years, that's a bloody long time. That's a big chunk out of your career. So yeah, I think if she gets it reduced, it'll probably be 18 months to 2 years. 18 months, I can be okay with that. I get why, right? All right, double fault from Begu, love 15. All right, the backhand goes long by Venus, 15-0. What's the difference between Serena and Serena and Federer? Well, Federer coming back. To be honest, I just don't want to see Federer come back. I think Serena's got a better chance to be competitive. If Federer and Nadal come back, like, I don't think they're going to be as competitive as what Serena could be. Because those two retired because their bodies gave out. Serena didn't retire because she couldn't play anymore. Like, we've seen Serena the last couple of weeks. She can play. Now, is she going to be able to beat Sabalenka? I don't know. Probably not, but that's probably not why she's coming back. Could she beat a lot of other players, though? Yeah, she could be competitive against them. I feel like Federer and Nadal coming back would just be sad because they can't do what they did. Serena can still serve. She can still hit the ball hard. Like, we've seen that, right? So, big difference between Federer and Serena coming back. Serena coming back is exciting because it feels like, ooh, what could she do? Whereas Federer coming back would be like fun nostalgia. Like, oh, I remember this guy. He was great when I watched him 20 years ago. But like, or 10 years ago. But like, it would be sad. It's like watching Nadal in 2024. That was sad. That wasn't fun. Watching Federer in 2021 was like fun, but then it's also like, oh, he can't do exactly what he was doing. Serena, though, how about Serena's movement? To be honest, she doesn't have to move. Like, Serena could stand there and just hit serves and big returns and win matches. She doesn't need to be able to run. Like, her movement is not the key to her game. I mean, look at Venus, right? I mean, Venus has been playing since Serena's retired. She's still been playing. And Venus has been competitive at times. Obviously, there's been some bad losses too. But, again, I think it would... watching Nadal or Federer come back would just be... I just don't think they'd be as competitive against the guys on the ATP as Serena will maybe be competitive against the ladies. We'll find out. We don't know. We haven't seen any Serena matches in singles yet, so we don't know. Maybe that changes. We'll watch her play the number 300 in the world and lose in straights, and we'll go, oh, shit, that's not great. But we'll find out. All right, deuce. Footwork isn't important. I didn't say that. I did not say that. As that goes wide by Begu, advantage. You heard what I said. I said Serena doesn't need to rely on footwork. She can get away with not having to run. I didn't say footwork wasn't important. See, chat, this is... Come on, don't be cheeky. Advantage Venus to get one of the breaks back. As Begu serves. Into the backhand of Venus. Forehand from Begu off the tape. Venus can't get there. And we get back to deuce. All right, deuce. As the return goes back on Begu. Oh, lovely shot by Begu. Inside out winner. Advantage Begu to take the first set. Bring back Tim Henman. Okay. Build a time machine. All right, build it. If you want to go watch matches of their from yesteryear. If you want to go back in time and watch those guys. All right, you'll have more fun. Advantage Begu. There's a backhand return from Venus. The backhand of Begu up the line of the front of Venus. Begu with a pass. Venus with a lovely drop volley winner. All right, back to deuce. Back to deuce. All right, deuce. As a return goes the backhand of Begu. Backhand slice from Venus. Into the forehand of Begu as Venus with the forehand into the net. Advantage Begu. I think Barty can come back easily and be competitive. I mean, yeah, she's definitely got time on her side as well. She's only like 29, 30, so, but she's not coming back, so. She's not coming back. She already retired and came back once. She's not going to do it twice. All right, so tomorrow we've got... Oh, Venus, Eala not playing doubles tomorrow? That's weird. All right, 400 rally. Up the line from Begu. Slice from Venus. Goes in the forehand of Begu. Venus with the forehand goes wide. First set in the bag. Begu gets it 6-2. That was more competitive than the scoreline suggests. Venus was in most of those games. 6-2. Noskov is playing tomorrow too, which is interesting. They need to stop giving... Here we go. Here we go. This is the first one of those. It's actually been... We're almost an hour into the stream. This is the first time we've heard this. Not a pretty set, by the way. Ugly from both players. A lot of errors. Not too many winners. We had a couple of break points for Venus. A couple of break points for Begu. Begu took them. Venus didn't. Here we go. Let's read this out, because we haven't heard this one before. They need to stop giving Venus a pass and make her qualify. She is stealing a spot, as is Serena. I don't think you understand what wildcards are for. All right, so Shaq, I need you to do me some... You need to give me a name. I need you to give me a name. Who did Venus steal the wild card from? Give me a name. Who do you think should have got the wild card then? Who got robbed? Who got robbed? Because again, comes up every time we watch Venus. But I need you to go and give me a name. And look, there might be someone. You might actually find someone. You might be like, hey, yeah, this person from this person. But you gotta give me a name. You can't just go, Venus robbed somebody. Who? I don't know. Somebody young German player could have got a wild card. Who? I don't know any German players, but somebody could have got a wild card. Now you gotta make sure you give me a response, a proper name. You gotta give me a name. Come on now. Can't be just saying like, oh, Venus doesn't deserve one because somebody else. Come on now. Young, talented, and up-and-coming person. No. No, you give me a name. Not just a young, up-and-coming player. No. Go do some research. Look, there could be a name. And you can come back with a name. And I'll be like, okay, I can see that. But you can't start an argument and just be like, oh, some young, talented player. Not Venus. All right. Because it sounds like you're anti-Venus then, and you're not pro-young players, right? So go do some research. Come back and give us a name. And then we can have a talk. All right, Venus to serve. Somebody said Steffi Graf. I don't think she wanted a wild card. All right, serve. Steffi. No. Double fault. Love 15. Love 15. As we get a good return from Begu. Love 30. Love 30. Come on, chap. We got to do better. We can do better. Look, I could probably do... I don't want to, though, because I can't be bothered. But I could go and find probably 3 names that could have deserved a wild card. But I'm not going to do your work for you. You go find out yourself and come back and tell me. All right, 15-30. Nice serve. $15.30. All right. Venus with an ace. 30-all. There's a serve from Venus. Into the backhand of Begu. Venus with the forehand to the front of Begu. Into the backhand of Venus. Oh, Venus missed it wide. That's a shame. She was ready for that. She was right there for it. 30-40. By the way, all the people that are like Tomic deserved one, Evans deserved one. They're not playing Bad Homburg on the WTA, so that why are we bringing up random ass names that don't have anything to do with Venus Williams? What are you talking about? Is it just giving out the wrong answers on purpose? This wasn't a wrong answers only question. You know what I mean? Who deserved a wild card instead of Venus? Dan Evans. Okay, I didn't know that he was allowed to play this tournament. All right, Deuce. Wrong answers only. All right, first serve is a fault, second serve. All right, return. Into the fort of Venus. Another backhand now into the backhand of Begu, but Venus hits a long advantage. Begu. Hey, thank you for the 45 months. I just heard that Sampras and Agassi entered doping protocols. That's funny. Good one. All right, advantage Begu. Good one. All right, serve again from Venus. Here's a let. I would explain that Dan is not the same as the Williams sisters. No. I was not talking to you. I was talking to somebody else. Somebody else was like saying, Dan Evans, blah, 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 blah. Backhand return goes wide. Nice serve from Venus. Good second serve. Back to Deuce. All right, serve from Venus again. We're going to fault second serve. Second serve. As a return. Goes into the backhand of Begu. Begu hits it out. All right, advantage Venus. Advantage Venus. Thoughts on the Kyrgios match? Yeah, I'm keen to see how that goes. It's a shame that all these matches are happening at the same time because I would have loved to watch that. Hopefully he wins so we can watch him tomorrow or the next day. All right, first serve a fault, second serve. Serving to the front of Begu. Venus the backhand in the net. Too many errors from Venus. Back to Deuce. All right, Deuce. Serve again. By the way, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. As we get a fault, second serve. All right, double fault advantage. Begu. Is Kyrgios going to play the American swing? I guess so, yeah. I think so. Venus not playing bad, just foot movement is not that fast. And she's making a lot of errors. As that goes out in the return from Begu, and it's Deuce. Yeah, Venus is making too many errors. And not winning these, like, 50-50s, you know? When she gets to 30 or a deuce, she's not winning these points, right? All right, nice serve from Venus. Advantage, Venus. She serves. Fault. Second serve. Oh, man, double fault. Back to deuce. As it is serve into the backhand of Begu. Venus, oh, in the net. She had the whole court open too. Oh, just those errors are no good. All right, advantage Begu. To get the break to start the second. As we get a let from Venus. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. As we get a double fault, and there's the break. Too many errors. When was the last time Venus played? I don't think she's played for a couple of weeks. Did she play it? I don't even remember. Did she play Roland Garros? When was the last time Venus played? Yeah, she hasn't played since Madrid. She hasn't won since Washington last year. So, yeah. She's won. She only played 11 matches in the last year. So 8th match of the year. Oh, man. And you can tell. I mean, look how many, the amount of errors she's making. Double faults. I mean, look, to be fair, Begu hasn't played much either, right? I think Begu's been either playing lower level tournaments or... Yeah, Begu's been playing sort of like lower level events. Over the last... Oh, no, she hasn't. She's been playing... So, Begu actually was injured. She's just come back after almost a year. So, this is her third tournament back. She played Madrid, Rome, and then came through the qualifiers here. Last time she played was back in July of last year where she won a tournament on clay. And then she hadn't played since. So, Begu has had a year off. So, this is why this felt like it could be a good match for Venus because... She's playing someone who's, coming back for the first time and maybe a little rusty as well. But unfortunately, Venus is just hitting too many errors. Love 15. Serve again. And it's a let. As we're forehand out of the backhand of Begu, and then Venus with the backhand to the forehand of Begu. Venus with the volley, Begu with the volley. As Venus, couldn't get it. Nice reactions from Begu at the net, 15-0. Watching every day now for your coverage of the women's tennis. Cheers and more power to you. Watching from Ireland. Hey, what's up? Thank you for hanging out. All right. Yeah, Eala's playing straight after this. As that goes out by Begu, 15-30. 15-30. As we get an ace from Begu. It's 30-all. As the return goes in the backhand of Begu. Backhand out from Venus. Into the backhand of Begu. To the forehand of Venus. Begu with the forehand again. The forehand of Venus. As Begu forehand goes into the forehand of Venus again. Now Begu with the forehand cross court. Venus goes up the line. Begu with the slice. Venus backhand up the line. Great shot. Begu in the net. 30-40. Breakback point. 30-40. Oh, man. Collignon lost. Fuck. Did he have a match? Did he at least serve a million aces? Damn it. My risk didn't pay off. He served so many double faults. Damn it. He was my wild card. Not watching Kyrgios? No, I'm not watching Kyrgios. Anyway, serve into the backhand of Begu. Forehand out from Venus. Begu with a forehand winner. And it's back to deuce. He lost in a tiebreak too against Cerundolo. Thought maybe. It was close. I was close. Anyways. Deuce. Serena, like Sabalenka, is going to realize those power strikes aren't enough. Somebody want to tell this guy that Sabalenka's the best player on the planet right now? Come on now. Bro took a swipe at the world number one for no reason. I'm still waiting for you to give me that name. All right. Venus got a little lucky off the tape. Don't you think I haven't remembered? You got to find me that name. Comparing Serena to Sabalenka, trying to prove a point that is a negative point is probably not the best idea. It's crazy. Backhand rally. That goes in the net by Venus, back to deuce. I think you just don't like power hitters. All right, deuce. All right, deuce as we just serve from Begu. Ignorant remarks deserve a good laugh. No, look, 2026. There's no short of that. By the way, when is the World Cup starting? Does it start in 15 minutes or an hour? All right, serve. Advantage Begu. It starts at, okay, an hour and a half. I know yesterday it started earlier, so I'm just trying to figure it out. Forehand from Venus is a winner, I think. Oh, to miss. Just missed. 2-love. Ah, just missed. 2-love. Now, okay. They should have put Eala on earlier so the Filipinos could see her. Yeah, but they put her on later so she could get more time to recover from her match last week. All right, 2-love. The accent is wrong when you pronounce Begu. Well, can you help me out? How do I say it? Zvina serves a fault second serve. As the return goes to front of Venus. Venus overhits at love 15. All right, serve. Into the front of Begu. Backhand now from Venus in the net. Love 30. Oh, man. Just too many errors. Too many errors. Love 30. As we serve into the back end of Begu. But it goes out in the return. 15-30. 15-30. Yeah, Vondrousova has been banned for 4 years. But she will, I'm sure she will appeal. As Venus, nice serving. 30-0. 30-0. Begu it's pronounced Begu. Okay. Yeah, Lena, you gotta spell it out for me. Because I can't hear. Oh, here we go. It's pronounced Begu. Bear as in bet. Oh, Bego. Bego. Like go as in like go get the hell out of here. Bego. Is that how I say it? 30-0. Is it Bego? Is it a 4-4 rally? 30-0 here. Bego hits it wide. No, it's not. Wait, okay, so then what is it? All right, return. Goes out. Venus on the board. 2-1. But is good. We also don't pronounce English perfectly. No, I want to say it right. I want to get it right. Is it Begu? Begu. Begu? Is it Begu? It's so Begu. Why did Alex choose to play this tournament instead of defending points at Eastbourne? I've already answered this question a million times. Begu. It's Begu. There we go. We got there. See? Thank you for the help. All right, let me explain why. We'll probably have to fucking explain this in the next match anyway. But okay, so Eala, Eastbourne, 163 points to defend. If she makes the quarterfinals here, that's 108 points. Because this is a 500. You make more points with less matches at these events. If she went to Eastbourne, she would have had to make the final to defend. Here, she might only have to win 2 matches to defend. Or at least a big chunk. So yeah, that's why she's playing here. And that's why she wouldn't be playing there. If she was the defending champion of Eastbourne, she probably would have played that. But she wasn't, so she's not. Good, great. We got it. Yes, yes. Understand? Good. We good? 1 in the chat if you get it. 2 in the chat if you get it. 3 in the chat if you weren't paying attention. All right. She'll actually make more points if she makes the semifinals here. She'll make more points than she would if she made the Eastbourne final. So, all right, 2-1. Begu with the break as Venus forehand to the backhand of Begu. Slice goes wide and Venus got love 13, love 15, love 13. That's a new score. We're playing a different game. Love 15. Understood? Okay, cool. Alex is playing after this match. Love 15. Back in return, the forehand of Begu. Forehand from Venus, the forehand of Begu as Begu hits it long. And it's love 30. You'll have to explain it later. I know. I get it. I know. It's my job. I know. Love 30. Love 30. Serve. Serve from Begu. Out wide of the front of Venus. Good return. Begu hits a winner though up the line. Too good. It's 15-30. Burtons will destroy Eala. Okay. $15.30. As Begu hits a lovely ace. All right, 30-0. As Begu serves again. Oh, fault, just missed. Second serve. Second serve. Second serve. Into the front of Venus. Venus hits wide on the return. Bad miss. 40-30. $40-30. As that goes out, the return from Venus. All right, Begu has a 3-1 lead. 3-1. All right. Eala haters showing up already? Yeah, well, they're just bored and waiting. They've got nothing else to do. I get it. Don't worry, she'll be coming up soon. It's all right. We'll get to her match soon. I'll tell you this, though, and I've said this many a time, so I'm just broken record at this point, but I think if Eala lost today, that would actually not be a bad thing. I think it would give her it would give her a forced break for getting ready for Wimbledon physically. I think playing this week is just a mistake. I think it's a bad idea, and I think it could be more harm than good. So if she does lose today, I wouldn't actually be that mad because I think that'd actually be good for her long term. And I think a lot of the Eala fans are concur. Anyways, 15 love. Look, chat, this is my first time watching tennis. I watched tennis for a long fucking time. 15 love. And we've seen players play when they maybe shouldn't, and it doesn't always go well. So losing would actually maybe give her the time off that she needs to recharge for Wimbledon, which is the main event. And then she has a better chance of doing well there than if she plays here all week and doesn't come in 100% fresh at Wimbledon. I mean, why would she go in at 50% at Wimbledon, right? It's like, you're asking for trouble at that point, especially if her draw sucks. What if she plays Penko first round? I mean, that sucks. Like, there's a lot of dangerous unseeded players. I mean, shit, you want to be 100% on day one. Anyways, 15-0. The other thing that happens in competitions before slams is that favorites lose badly and unexpectedly. All right. As we're backing up the line from Begu is the winner. 15-30. 15-30. Williams is no match to Gen Z players now. God, why do the Williams sisters people get so pissy at them? Why are people so angry at the Venus and Serena? For no, like, what? Why did you make you mad? Serena playing Wimbledon in singles should be a celebration. And if you don't like her, then it's not for you. It's not for you. Go watch your favorite player. You don't have to be part of the celebration. It's fine. Go watch your favorite player. But, like, don't come in and ruin our party. We're trying to have fun. 30-0. Like, if you don't like Serena or Venus, fine. But don't come in here and cry about their wild cards because we don't care. 30-0. As with a forehand. Into the forehand, Begu. Backhand out from Venus goes long. 30-40. All right, 30-40 for a double break. As we get a return from Begu. Into the forehand of Venus. Cross court the forehand of Begu. Begu hits it wide. We get the deuce. All right, deuce. All right, deuce. As we get a serve again. And Venus with an ace. All right. Advantage, Venus. Yeah, Leon Fonzie's playing this week. He's playing in Eastbourne. All right, serve. Here's a fault. Second serve. Serve to the forehand of Begu. Begu hits it in the net. And Venus holds. 3-2. 3-2. All right. I don't know if we should expect too much from Serena in singles, but excited to see her nonetheless. Exactly. As a longtime Serena fan, I have zero expectations. Because like I said, let's be realistic, right? She hasn't played for 4 years. She's in her 40s. She's played 0 singles matches, right? She's played 2 doubles matches, right? I mean, she's practiced with Omboko. She's practiced with Parks, as far as we know. And probably a little bit with Mukova, right? Maybe her practicing with Mukova last week gave her the confidence, or gave her the green light to go, ooh, actually, she's top 10. If I can hit with her, maybe I can play singles. Like, maybe that's what the turning point was, like practicing. I mean, she played with Mboko too as top 10, so maybe hitting with them and practicing with them, and she probably went, oh, maybe I can be competitive, because she's, obviously had a hit with both of them this week or this month. But I love it. I just love the fact that Serena's back. I don't care if if she loses first round. It doesn't matter. Serena coming back is just going to be so fun. Plus, also, like, if she's coming back now for this, then she's going to play the US Open, right? Like, she's going to play the US Open, obviously, right? Like, obviously, right? And Cincinnati, probably, right? Like, she's going to be playing Washington, maybe, or maybe Canada. But, like, if she's playing Wimbledon, she's probably going to be at the US Open in a couple months. All right. 3-2. Begu serves. Into the backhand of Venus. Forehand from Begu. Into the forehand of Venus. Begu with a forehand of the stretch. Venus with a forehand inside out winner. Love 15. I love 15. All right, Begu serves again. Love 15. First serve is a fault, second serve. Serve to the backhand of Venus. Begu hits it back with a forehand, but Venus crushes the winner. Love 30. All right, here we go. All right. Great backhand off the line. All right, love 30. As Begu serves, a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Chance for Venus to get maybe back on serve here. Serve to the backhand of Venus. Return goes to forehand of Begu as Venus backhand. Into the net. 15-30. As Begu serves again. Still a chance here for Venus. Now wide the backhand of Venus. Forehand from Begu. In the net. 15-40. All right. Begu is in trouble. Also, Cerundolo apparently just pulled out of Eastbourne. All right, Venus return winner. We're back on serve. All right. We are back on serve. 3-all. 3-all. All right. I tell you, she was almost down 4-1 double break. 3-3. As Venus serves. Into the backhand of Begu. Slice from Venus. She comes to the net. Begu with a pass. Venus with a volley. In the net. Good pass. Love 15. All right, love 15. As Venus serves again. First serve is a fault. Second serve. As we get a backhand now from Begu into the backhand of Venus. Backhand of Begu. Into the forehand of Venus. Off the tape and in from Venus. Whoa, gets lucky. We'll take it. 15-0. 15-0. All right, 15-0. Irina serves again. Oh, great ace. Straight down the middle. And it's 30-15. 30-15. Venus serves again. This one's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Double fault. 30-0. 30-0. Venus serves. A fault. Second serve. Second serve. As we get a return in the net from Venus. It's 30-40 Begu to take the break again. 30-40. I'll tell you, we've watched a bit of Venus over the last couple of months. This is definitely one of the more competitive matches she's played. Like, Begu is also obviously rusty as well, because she hasn't played that much. But it's just a shame that Venus isn't being able to get the important points. She hits a volley. Winner that time, all right? Deuce. Like, this has been a very... This has been a very... it's been competitive. All right, deuce. And Venus with a big shake of the fist too. There we go. She's fired up. She's not here just to show up. She's here to win. Is that... Oh, I hit the tape twice. Venus gets very lucky. Advantage Venus. Well, that reaction shows that she's not just here to make up the numbers. Well, Venus is here to play. And she got real lucky then. Bounced off the tape twice. All right, advantage Venus to take the lead. As Venus serves. You had Fran in your team? Yeah, this is brutal. This is a brutal week. I'm waiting for Fritz to pull out too now. He's my captain. All right, back in return from Begu into the forehand of Venus. Venus overhits it. We get the deuce. All right, back to deuce. All right, Venus serves again. God, it's fucking cold in here. It's freezing in here. Sitting in a fridge. As the return goes into the forehand of Venus. Forehand now from Begu. Into the slice of Venus. Venus in the net. Begu too good. Advantage Begu. To take the break. All right, advantage Begu. Venus serves. Into the forehand of Begu. Return goes wide. We get back to deuce. Very important game here. Very important game for Venus. All right, deuce. There's a bit of serve again. Here's a fault. Second serve. Venus is not playing doubles tomorrow. Eala, Venus are not playing tomorrow. They're playing a couple of days. Justin.
Why are so many in chat on one today complaining about women's matches like what?
Yeah, I don't know. It's Monday. People are pissy. I bet. Advantage Venus. I don't know. Thank you for the 5. Advantage Venus. Do I have any news about Jovic? Yeah, so she pulled out because of an ankle injury that she sustained in Queen's Club. So she pulled out last week, I think, with the same problem. Venus holds 4-3. So yeah, I think it's an ankle injury. I don't know if it's left ankle she was dealing with. She picked it up during the Queen's Club match. I think against when she was playing against Anisimova, maybe. So yeah. So it's an ankle injury or an ankle problem that she needs to get sorted for, What the fuck is this guy doing? Relax. Walton won the first. Fair enough. All right, Venus leads. Eala does not want to win Wimbledon. Good one. All right. 4-3. 4-3. Oh, I was too quick, Deb. That was funny, though. It was stupid. All right. By the way, is Argentina or Austria going to be good or what? Swiatek's not playing tomorrow. So. All right, here we go. Back to Begu. Venus has the lead, though. First, she was down 3-1. Almost down 4-1. This is a good little comeback here. All right. Kyrgios is injured. Yeah. 48 minutes till kickoff. God, I fucking love the World Cup. I love it. God, we should just watch World Cup instead of tennis for like 2 weeks. I'm just kidding. We're not going to do that. All right. 4-3. As that goes out by Venus on the return. 15 love. Why isn't Swiatek playing tomorrow? Because she's not scheduled for the tomorrow. She's playing Thursday. Sorry, Wednesday. She gets a bye in the first round. That's why she's not playing. England tomorrow. It's coming home. I have to buy an English football jersey just to celebrate. 30 love. Top 4 seeds get a bye in the first. I did a preview. Top 4 seeds get a bye in the first round. They usually start on Wednesday. Or like they start later on. They don't play the first couple of days. Also, I don't think Swiatek has an opponent yet. Or did she? Yeah, she doesn't have an opponent. So she'll play the winner of Lise Navarro, who play tomorrow. So she doesn't have an opponent. Same with Andreeva. And same with Mukova. Mukova plays the winner of this match. But, yeah. So the top seeds haven't got opponents yet. Because they have to wait for the first rounds to be complete. As that goes out by Begu. All right. 30 all. Here's a chance. Keegs is crying with a physio. Well, he's not playing Wimbledon, so I mean, I guess it's not. If he was playing Wimbledon, that would suck. Wimbledon white color uniform will be changed to. No, they will never change that. That's just their tradition. Forehand slice into the front of Venus. To the backhand of Begu. Begu hits it long. And a big shot by Venus. 30-40. Venus has got a chance to get the lead and serve for the second. And she is so fired up. Chat, things you love to see. Things you love to see. Venus to take the break. $30-40. Serve to the back of Venus. Return goes into the forehand of Begu. Venus guesses right with the slice. Begu comes in. And Venus gets it back with a slice, but it's in the nets. Deuce. All right, we get the deuce. All right, we get the deuce. As it a forehand now from Venus goes wide. Advantage Begu. Advantage Begu to take the game and level. All right, advantage Begu. And the return goes in the back into Begu up the line to the forehand of Venus on the stretch. Venus in the net. All right. 4-0 in the second. 4-0. Please don't go 3 sets. Why? Yes, go 3 sets. Come on. Come on now. Always go 3 sets. What do you mean? Oh, pardon me. All right, 4-all. Back to Venus. Big games coming up again. Very important games here. As Venus serves the fault. Second serve. Serving to the backhand of Begu. Backhand now from Venus. The forehand of Begu. As Venus backhand cross court. Begu gets it with a slice. Venus with the forehand. Up the line of the backhand slice of Begu. Venus forehand again. Oh, it's in the nets. Should have hit a backhand. All right, love 15. 1,700 people are waiting. Nobody's waiting for anything. Everybody's here to watch Venus. Love 15. 1 in the chat if you're here for Venus. 2 in the chat for Begu. And 3 in the chat if you're here waiting. Love 15. Venus. Oh, hits the approach long. Love 30. No. See? Told you. People are here for Venus. A couple of people are waiting. What are you waiting for? The World Cup starts in 45 minutes. Messi ain't coming on for 45 minutes. What are you waiting for? It's crazy. Who are you waiting for? I'm here. I've been here the whole time. Love 30. Chat, you don't have to wait anymore. I'm right here. Ask me questions. I love 30. Let's get a serve from Venus. Into the forehand of Begu. She missed it wide, and it's 15-30. 15-30. There's a bit of fault. Second serve. Second serve. Double fault. 15-40. Break points for Begu. All right, 30-40, one saved. All right, as Venus with a good serve, and we get the deuce. All right, 2 break points saved. We get to deuce. There's a return from Vondi. Goes to the slide. I've been reading something about Vondi. Begu hits a great return advantage. Damn it, I gave it away, chat. Don't worry, we'll be watching Vondi in a second. We're talking about Vondi in a second. All right, advantage Begu. I was reading a statement. Anyways, return goes out by Begu. It's deuce. We get the deuce. As the return goes in the forehand of Venus. Begu with a pass. Venus wins a point. Begu in the net. Advantage Venus. All right, nice hold by Venus. She gets the lead again. And Begu's going to serve to stay in the set now. Venus leads. All right. How are we doing, chat? What's going on? Yeah, Yala's playing straight after this. Having said that, she nearly beat Danilovic at the Australian Open this year, didn't she? Yeah, she did. But Venus has had some close losses. You know, she hasn't been getting bageled every match. But she just hasn't been winning. That's the thing. If she can get a win, it'll just maybe get some momentum. I know it's weird. Oh, that's a good way to start a conversation. Do I dare read on? Do I dare read on? I know it's weird, but I can't help noticing how beautiful Cam's hands are. No, that was my... I'm sorry. Okay, I shouldn't have read on. Show it more. There you go. That one's for free. I'm going to wear gloves from now on. Just like I wear shoes. You have to pay for the rest. 5-4. Begu serving to stay in the set. As we get a return into the backhand of Begu. Backhand from Venus. The backhand of Begu is Venus. Backhand goes wide. And it's 15 love. It's like a female's hands. Did you get it? Does it look like a female's hands? I think they're pretty manly, to be honest. 15 love. As Begu serves a fault. Second serve. I'd subscribe. No, don't be weird. 15 love. As we return now into the forehand of Begu. Backhand from Venus. Into the backhand of Begu as Venus, the forehand cross court goes long. 30 love. Your fingers hid nicely. Yeah. I mean, 12 months ago, I cut it off. So, yeah. Sorry, Cam. No, we're just making fun. Don't worry about it. Are you going to cover Eala versus Mertens? Look. I mean, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. I guess so. I mean, does anybody want to watch that match? Not sure. Maybe. I haven't decided. We'll wait until I'll figure it out. We'll see what happens. Maybe we'll watch the Eala versus, but maybe. I don't know. Anyways, forehand goes up the line from Begu to the backhand of Venus. Forehand from Begu. Goes wide. It's 30-15. 30-15. Of course we're going to watch that match. Come on now. Come on now. We are going to watch that. That match might actually not finish today, though. That is... Because it's... What time is it? 30-15. Get a clue. Cam covers all the other matches. That's not true. We didn't watch her win the US Open Juniors back in the day. So that's not true. We haven't watched every match she's played, ever. As that forehand goes wide by Begu, it's 30-all. You better cover Serena. Okay, I will. You better cover Serena. Yes, I will. Okay, I will. I'll watch her match. If she plays Eala, crazy. Anyways, 30-all. As the return goes Into the forehand of Begu. Venus is in this rally. Backhand goes into the backhand of Begu, but Begu hits a winner up the line. And it's 40-30. Serena versus Eala, bomb 20k watching. 20k? That's not much. 100k. Alright. 40-30 Begu. Into the backhand slice of Venus. Backhand of Begu. Into the backhand of Venus. Begu backhand again up the line. Venus with the forehand cross court. Begu forehand in the net. And we get to deuce. We get to deuce. All right, serve again. A huge thanks, Cam. I'm glad my comment finally got noticed. I can't wait for Eala Mertens. Hopefully your feet too. Advantage Venus. Set point. Venus to take us to a third. Set point Venus. She was down 3-1. First serve default. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Venus. Return goes short. Begu comes in with the slice. Venus with the pass. It's a winner. We're going 3, baby. Venus takes the second. We're going 3. Nice work. And a big shake of the fist when she won that point. All right. Venus takes the second. We're going 3. That was an hour and 10 minute set as well. I'll tell you this, chat. You can say a lot of things about Venus. You can say she's not moves as well as she did, blah, blah, blah. But I'll tell you, she can still play long matches. This is a long-ass match. This is nearly 2 hours on a grass court, and she doesn't look like she's going to break down physically at all. She looks fine. She can handle this. We're going 3. She was down 3-1. Fought back 5 of the last 6 games. Still, it's not a pretty match. A lot of errors, but I'll tell you, Venus saved a lot of break points. Begu had 10 break points, converted 1. So she should have wrapped this up, Begu. That was, she had that many chances. All right. Poor Cam having to wait another hour for Mertens' match. Do I look sad? Bro, we want Venus to win. We're here. Some of us are here for Venus. All right. We're going 3. We are going 3. All right. Venus just showing us all that she deserves to be here. That's it. Taking her opponent to 3 sets at this stage, remarkable. Yeah. She can win this. Venus can win this match. Begu is not putting Venus away here. Venus isn't getting any, like, it was a 3-1. It was almost 4-1. Venus with a big raise of the fist after that passing shot winner. Venus can win this. Like, Begu's had that many chances to put Venus away, and she still can't do it. Dash is up next. Oh, fuck. Who's she playing? Who's Dasher playing? I didn't look. Who's she playing? All right, final set. Venus serving first. Kessler's going to beat Dasher. Hey, why don't you shut your mouth? How dare you? You could have just said Kessler. You didn't have to say Kessler's going to beat Dasher. I didn't ask for your opinion. Dasher's losing. Oh. 15. Love 15. As Venus serves again. Into the forehand of Begu. Begu hits it out. 15-0. Bernie won the first. Poppy's playing. Why are there so many Australians playing? Why did I say it like that? Oh, it just started. She's down 2-love. Okay, it's just started. It's fine. Don't worry. We're just getting started. It's fine. We're just getting started. All right. Return goes out by Begu. 30-15. As Venus serves again. Got to get back to work and come back for Eala. Hope you cover it, Cam. Abby, we are definitely covering Eala. Don't worry, I'm not. I was just joking. 40-15. Don't worry, we are going to watch Eala. It's 2:30 in the morning. What, you think I sleep? Come on. When was the last time I wasn't streaming? Actually, when was that? All right, Venus holds. 1-love. Here we go. God, come on. We need a Venus win. Like respect Begu, but Venus. We need Venus to win this. We need a Venus win here. A Venus win would be just be great. What a great 24 hours to be a Williams. Anyways, Begu serving. Nothing's happened in my life really that much. But Serena comes back and then, Venus wins. Oh, it's perfect. A bit of fault from Begu. Second serve. Second serve. I just need Dasher to win, and that'd be great for me. As Venus wins the first point, love 15. Love 15. All right, first serve is a fault, second serve. As the return goes backhand of Venus, backhand out from Begu. Slice is wide. There's love 30. Here we go. Love 30. Begu's in big trouble. She's got to start getting annoyed because she had that many chances to break Venus and take this match over. And she hasn't done it. She should have put Venus away. All right, 15-30, one point for her. Is Venus your sister, Cam? No. 15-30. All right, 30 all good serve by Begu. This will be, if Venus can win this, will be her first win of the season. First win in almost a year. 30-0. Nice serve from Begu. Return goes in the back end of Begu, and Begu hits away. And it's 40-30. Begu's 35. And coming back from a year off. 40-30. Begu to level the final set. All right. As Begu holds 1-1. Final set. What will be a big statement for the outcome of this match? If Venus wins or Begu wins? Venus. 100%. If Venus wins this, it'll be huge. Huge for this, for like 46-year-old Venus Williams winning a match. It's a massive story. After Serena just returned, like just announced her return, like what a huge 24 hours for the Williams sisters. As Venus slicing the net, love 15. Love 15. Serve again. You do have nice hands. I never noticed. God damn it. Can we stop with the hands? All right. Nice shot, Venus. 15-0. You did this to yourself, chat. You did this to yourself. 30-15. As Begu with the forehand into the forehand of Venus. Forehand from Venus goes long. $30. God, it's hard to press buttons in these. $30. Venus serves. No, she doesn't. Venus serves. Into the back of the Begu. Begu in the net. Venus, 40-30 to stay in front. 40-30. 40-30. Oh, kickoff is in 17 minutes, by the way. I've got to get that on the second screen. Hang on. All right, 4-4 rally. As Venus goes up the line to the backhand of Begu. Hit the tape. Begu comes in with a slice forehand, and then Venus hits it wide. All right, deuce. Now we get to deuce. Did I watch House of the Dragon? No. Deuce. Did I have any thoughts on the Vondrousova ban? I thought it was over. It was too much. I think it's too much. Backhand from Venus into the net. Advantage Begu to take the break in the final set. Advantage Begu. Venus with an ace out wide. And we get back to deuce. Let's go. What a great serve off the line as well. All right, deuce. As Venus with a great serve again. Are those toilet cleaning gloves? If I clean the toilet and touch my face, how gross is that? No, these are dishwashing gloves. These are normal gloves. Do you think I'd be touching my face if I clean my toilet with these? Ew. No, they're dishwashing gloves. Advantage Venus. Oh, double fault. Back to deuce. Back to deuce. Serve again. Into the backhand. Begu in the net. Advantage Venus. Advantage Venus. Advantage Venus. These gloves are very uncomfortable. As Venus serves. Into the forehand of Begu. Return goes short. Venus the forehand of the line. Venus 2-1. Now, chat, I'm going to take off these gloves. Don't make it weird. They're really uncomfortable. Don't make it weird. I'm not going to. I'm going to go over here. I feel uncomfortable. Don't make it weird. God damn it. Stupid gloves. God, it wasn't worth it. Wasn't worth it for the bit. Kickoff's about to start. Don't make it weird. But wait, are these the toilet ones? Wait, I thought these were the dishwashing ones. Are these the toilet ones? Ah! No, they're the dishwashing ones. It's alright. The toilet ones are blue. The toilet ones are blue. The toilet ones are blue. Alright. Alright. Final set. Eala comes on next. I don't use gloves to wash dishes. Well, I do. To protect my... How do you think I keep these hands so silky smooth? That one was free. Okay. All right. Back to Begu. Hey, that kind of rhymed. All right. Back to Begu. 2-1 Venus. Final set. As Begu serves a fault second serve. All right, as Venus misses the return, 15 love. How many goals is Messi going to kick today, chat? And should I put a little fiver on it? What do you reckon? Do you reckon he's going to kick 2? Nah. What if he kicks 0? 2, you reckon? Going to kick 2? All right. 15 all. What do you reckon? 2? I reckon you go. I'll go 2. Or 3. You reckon 0? All right, 30-15. All right, 30-15. 46 goals. I don't think he's going to kick 46 today. I'll go 3. Because that's like 5 into 100. To score 3 or more goals, if he does, that's actually all right. 5 into 100. 3 or more. Chad, if Messi scores 3, I'm going to do a backflip over there. No gloves or shoes. 40-15. As Begu serves. Into the backhand of Venus. Return goes into the forehand of Begu. Venus with the forehand. Again to the forehand of Begu up the line. Begu hits a winner. 2-all. 2-2. Final set. Algeria was gifting him goals. Austria's much better. I hope not. I hope they're just as bad. All right. Kyrgios lost? That's a shame. That's a shame. All right. Good serve, Venus down the tee. 15 love. All right, serve again. Is an ace. 30 love. Should the ATP WTA develop a 40 over category? No. They used to have a seniors tour, but they got rid of it, which sucks because I thought that was awesome. All right, 30 love. Serving to the forehand of Begu. Forehand now from Venus. The backhand of Begu. Venus the forehand cross court. Begu gets it with the forehand on the stretch. Forehand again from Venus. Goes long. 30-15. Venus serves again. Kyrgios brings a lot of entertainment to the court, even though I'm not a fan of him. Yeah, I mean, look, yeah, it sucks that that he's unable to keep his body together as that goes in from Venus on a winner, cross-court winner, 40-15. It would be great to just see one more like big Kyrgios result. Even if it's like a third round of a Grand Slam and he wins a couple of matches like that, that'd be really fun for crowds, you know? Even if you don't like him, you know, at least it'll be a story, you know, to see the energy of the crowds and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, his body just, it doesn't want to say, it doesn't want it, you know? Unfortunately, his body has had enough, you know? Won't let him play more than a match at a time, you know? Can't play 2 matches in a row at the moment without something hurting. And it's a damn shame. All right, Venus holds 3-2. And we talk about Kyrgios, who's 30. Venus is 16 years older, and she's kicking it right now. I mean, you know, just injuries is just luck or unluck, right? Unlucky. What time's Eala playing? Eala plays after this. All right, chat. Now we've got something important to talk about before we get to the next thing. So as we just heard, Vondrousova has been banned for 4 years because she missed a doping test at the end of last year. She's actually come out with a statement. So let's go read what she had to say about the whole situation. All right, so this is what Vondi had to say over on social media. She says, I never thought I would be writing something like this. And honestly, I would not wish what I have been through over the past few months on anyone. Waking up every day with uncertainty, fear, and the feeling that you are losing control of your own life is something that is difficult to put into words. It has been an incredibly exhausting and painful period that affected me far more deeply than I could ever have imagined. Tennis has been my entire life. From the moment I first picked up a racket as a little girl, through thousands of training sessions, injuries, comebacks, and moments I could only dream of back then. It gave me everything, and I gave everything back to it. I have never doped. I have never had a positive test throughout my entire career. I have undergone countless anti-doping controls, and I have always stepped onto the court with a clear conscience. Just 3 days after the incident that ultimately changed my life, I was tested again. The result was negative, just like every test before. The past 7 months have been the hardest of my life. 7 months of waiting, 7 months of uncertainty, 7 months of fighting, 7 months of hoping every single day that everything would work out in the end. Instead, they became months filled with fear, helplessness, and exhaustion. A time when I had to open up my private life in ways most people would only share with their closest loved ones. A time when I did everything in my power to show that I had nothing to hide. I cooperated. I answered every question. I provided everything that was asked of me. I testified before the tribunal and did my best to explain what happened. I gave it everything I had, every bit of my energy, strength, and belief. Even during these 7 months, I continued to fulfill all my responsibilities as a professional athlete. Every day, I updated my whereabouts information so that I could be tested at any time. And I was tested. Every test during this period was negative, just as every test throughout my career has been. This entire process changed me. The sleepless nights, the anxiety, the days when it was difficult to function normally, the moments when I felt completely powerless. One of the hardest things was coming to terms with the fact that the future of my career I had spent my entire life building was no longer in my hands. All the while, you hope that the truth will be enough, that everything will be explained, that if you are honest, cooperative, and do everything you can, it will be enough. But sometimes it isn't. Professional sports means accepting rules and controls. I have always respected them, and I understand why they exist. I only wish that they never lose their humanity, and that those responsible for enforcing the rules are held to the same standards. There were many moments when I felt I no longer had the strength to continue. That is why I am proud that we never gave up and fought until the very last day for what we believed in. Today, however, I cannot say what comes next. The last 7 months have left marks that will not disappear overnight. They took away my joy, my confidence, and the sense of security I once had. And honestly, do not know how long it will take for those things again, to find those things again. What I do know is that I did everything that was within my power, that throughout my career and throughout these difficult months, I acted accordingly. I acted according to my conscience, and that no matter what the future brings, I will always be able to say that. Thank you to my family. Thank you to my friends. Thank you to everyone who stood by me when it would have been easiest to walk away. You showed me what truly matters in life. So there you have it. That is what her statement has said. It goes on a little bit longer. If you want to read that, I'll put it down in the comments below. But there it is. That is the statement from Vondrousova. And yeah, 4 years. But now she's probably going to appeal. So hopefully it does get reduced. But yeah, very sad situation. It seems like a very sad situation. She's been through a lot off court. If you know a little bit of the Vondrousova career and life. But unfortunately, she's going to be banned for 4 years. We'll see what happens next. If we have any updates, we'll let you know. All right. All right, 3-0. Actually, hang on, chat. Let me just read the last little bit. There's only one. I thought there was more part to it. Hang on. So titles, trophies, and victories eventually fade. The people who stay beside you when your world is falling apart do not. And for that, I will be forever grateful. Today, I honestly do not know what comes next. For the first time in my life, I do not have a plan. For the first time in my life, I do not know where the road ahead leads. The last 7 months have taken more from me than I ever thought they could. They changed me. They left wounds that will not disappear overnight. And honestly, I do not know how long it would take to find my way back to the person I was before all of this. But they did not take everything. They did not take the person I am. They did not take the values I believe in. And they did not take the people who carried me through the darkest months of my life. Right now, that is what I am holding on to, because even though this chapter ends with more pain than I ever imagined, it does not erase who I am, what I believe in, or everything I gave to this sport. I still know who I am, and no decision can take that away from me. Marquetta. So there you go. Very sad. Very sad. Hopefully, she appeals and, and things, and she'll get a reduced suspension. Is that a statement or a book? Oh, so you're just heartless. 30 love. As that goes net from Begu, and it's 40 love. As Venus serves the fault, second serve. As Venus double faults, 40-15. There's a bit of fault from Venus, second serve. All right. As that goes out by Venus, 40-30. As Venus holds. All right, 4-3, final set. Four, 3 in the final set here. All right, 4-3, final set. Eala comes up after this chat, if you are waiting for that. All right. The ITIA statement explains that the starting point for a refusal of test is 4 years, the same as a positive test. It can be presumably reduced for mitigating circumstances, but the tribunal upheld the 4. Yeah. And look, the reason why they'd give 4 off the bat is because you got to remember that where the ITIA are coming from, right? Like we always look from the side of the player or the side of tennis, right? The ITIA, their job is to hand down sentences, right? When people break the rules. And look, Vondi, their rules, right, are you have to get tested when they come to your house. And if you don't, that breaks the rule. And there's a penalty for that. And they are, their job is to give out the penalties for people that break those rules. And a 4-year ban is what seems like the standard, and then they sort of like adjust it. I think Vondi will I think she'll appeal the ban. But we'll wait and see what happens. All right, 4-3, Begu. As love 15, Venus wins the first point. As Venus with a 4 on the stretch, Begu with a 4 up the line. Goes long, love 30. Big chance for Venus now. Big chance for Venus now. All right, love 30. As Begu puts away the winner. And it's 15-30. All right, 15-30. As with a serve fault from Begu, second serve. Are they going to give Messi a penalty? Is Messi going to get a penalty? That's a penalty. Give Messi a penalty, please. Begu hits it wide on the forehand. All right. And it's Venus with break points. All right, 15-40. Venus to get the break here and serve the match. Begu serves. Into the backhand of Venus. Slice return goes wide. Penalty given. 3 goals, baby. Let's go. 3 goals. 3 goals. Come on. Come on. All right. Still break point of Venus. 30-40. Serve Begu. Into the back of Venus. Slice return goes short. Begu forehand win up. We get the deuce. Come on, goat. 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 Oh, don't ruin it, chat. Oh, you bloody ruined it. Boo. Deuce. The backhand rally. Begu backhand again. The backhand of Venus. Begu backhand. Wide. And it's advantage Venus. So we can't have nice things. This is why we can't have nice things. He's lining up to kick the goal. Oh, he missed it wide. Oh, what a surprise. I'm so shocked. All right. Advantage Venus. I'm blaming chat for that one. He missed that because you told me. Return goes the backhand of Begu. Venus the backhand of the forehand of Begu. Begu hits it wide. Venus is going to serve the match. All right. Here we go. I'm glad he missed. All right. Venus going to serve for it. Venus is going to serve for this match. She serves. A fault. Second serve. One of the Austrian players has the bushiest neck beard I have ever seen. That is a hell of a neck beard. All right, double fault Venus. Love 15. By the way, chat, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We've got Eala coming up next. Love 15. 10 double faults of Venus. Ouch. There's been a 4-1 rally. Begu up the line at the backhand of Venus. Backhand of Begu. Into the backhand of Venus on the stretch. Begu. Forehand inside out winner. Love 30. Love 30. Love 30. As Venus serves again. As a return from Begu goes long, 15-30. First serve a fault from Venus. Second serve. Seven to the front of Begu. Return goes back into Venus. Up the line and wide by Venus. 15-40. 15-40 to get back on serve. As return goes to front of Venus. Venus hits a winner. Beautiful shot. 30-40. 30-40. Venus serves again. Into the backhand of Begu. Forehand from Venus. Into the backhand of Begu on the stretch. Venus. Forehand up the line. Is a winner. We get the deuce. Nice play by Venus that time. Deuce. All right, 2 points away from getting the winner. Taking on Mukova in the second round. All right. 2 points away. Venus with a serve. All right, Venus serves. Here's a fault. Second serve. Second serve in the forehand of Begu. Backhand of Venus on the stretch in the nets. Advantage Begu. By the way, Austria have fallen over more than Bambi on ice. I mean, what are they doing? What are they? They're slipping all over the place. They forgot to put their studs in. What are they doing? They're falling all over the place, Austria. Advantage Begu. As Venus serves a fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Begu. Return goes to the forehand of Venus. Begu with a forehand again to the forehand of Venus. Begu forehand goes again to the forehand of Venus. And Venus in the net. We're back on serve. Begu breaks back. Not a great game for Venus. All right, break back. The break back. All right. Still Venus in front, though. 5-4. All right. She wasn't at match point. She was 2 points from the match. All right, this match has been going almost 3 hours too. This has been a long, long match. God, they keep showing the messy miss. Nobody cares. Move on. We have. All right, 5-4. Let's see if Begu can hold and level this final set. Or Venus can break to win. As Venus in the net return, 15 love. We've got Eala coming up straight after this. So don't worry, we're going to watch her too. Even though our match was supposed to start a long time ago. Oh, pardon me. All right, return the backhand of Begu. Backhand up from Venus in the net. 30 love. I don't think the Eala match got finished tonight, though. What time is it in Bad Homburg? It's already 7:30. They're going to be cutting it fine. Hi, Daddy, are you single? Please don't be creepy. I'm married. 30 love. As Begu serves. Down to see the backhand of Venus. Return goes into the forehand of Begu. Venus slice on the stretch. In comes Begu. Puts away the winner. 40 love. 40 love. Get darks at 10 p.m. now. It should be okay. It's not about it's not about the light. It's more about the court being slippery. Because when the sun goes down and the courts are in the shade, that's when the courts get a little bit dodgy. So it's not so much about the sunlight. It's more about the court surface. So like 9 o'clock is probably about the limit. 40 love. As Venus backhand goes in the forehand of Begu. Into the forehand of Venus off the tape. Begu gets up with a slice, but hits wide. 40-15. But yeah, it's not so much about the when the sun goes down. It's more about, like, usually at Wimbledon, about 9 o'clock is when they start to wrap it up. So we've got about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. Maybe 2 hours for the Eala match, depending on how long this goes too, right? And Eala's supposed to play tomorrow in singles too, against if she wins against Merton, she plays tomorrow too as well. So I don't they got to figure that out. Because she's supposed to play the winner of that match plays Osaka tomorrow. As Venus hits a lovely winner up the line, 40-30. Yeah. To be honest, I'm kind of surprised that I wouldn't be surprised if they play one set and then come back tomorrow. But then they'll have to move the Osaka match. Cam, your status as a target of random people hitting on you is an occupational hazard. Yeah, I'm married, so no chance. Backhand rally. Now to the forehand of Venus as we get a forehand from Begu into the backhand of Venus. Venus hits a long 5-5. Final set. Final set. Damn these hands. His bloody hands. All right, 5-all. God damn. Chat, just everyone take a sip of water or something. Jesus, mate. I know it's warm outside. Dehydration. 5-5. God, another Austrian player on the ground. Is there a sniper in there? What the hell's going on? The Austrian players are just breakdancing. Are they? What's going on? Why are they all on the lying down? They're too hot? Are they? They're lying on the floor. All the Austrian players are just on the ground. Bloody hell. Oh, no. Oh, that was ridiculous. Okay. He got bumped in the leg and he did a front flip. Come on now. The Austrian players are too... There, come on now. That was a bit dramatic. Love 15. As we serve from Venus into the backhand of Begu. Venus wins the point. 15-all. Oh. Okay, so that Argentina player definitely he got studs in the knee. That's fair. That's a fair injury. Getting pushed over and then rolling around for 5 minutes, that's a little much. As with a fine winner there from Venus, 30-15. That guy got studs in the knee. I mean, that's a fair enough. Fair enough, he was limping. Anyways, lovely forehand up the line. As with a fault second serve, Venus. 30-15. Serving to the forehand of Begu. Backhand from Venus. Goes long. That's 30 all. 30 all. Serve again. Here's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Begu. Up the line and long by Begu, and it's 40-30. Oh, it's a fucking hydration break. I'm like, why is they stopping the game? One of these bloody hydration breaks. 40-30. Messi doesn't even look tired. He doesn't need no water. All right, 40-30, Venus. First serve is a fault, second serve. Yeah, ad break. $40-30. As Venus with a great serve. All right. Venus leads. 6-5 final set. Begu's going to serve to stay in it again. Here we go. Venus with the lead. All right. How we doing, chap? No, we can't use don't use any words. No words. No. Eala versus Mertens coming up next. Whether they finish tonight or not will be an interesting question because the countdown is on. This match and the matches beforehand have pushed it back. The good thing is this week it's not going to rain, so it's going to be really hot. So weather shouldn't stop the matches from going, but the problem is that tonight we might not be able to get through. Here we go. Begu's going to serve to stay in the match again. All right. Here we go. Begu serving to stay in it again. Nearly, well, 2 hours and 41 minutes played, by the way. As Begu serves again. Into the back end of Venus. Return goes in, goes out. 15 love. Time in Germany is 7:30 p.m. As Begu serves. A fault. Second serve. So I'd say we have about 2 hours left for the day. As that goes in the net by Venus. 30 love. Ah, 30 love. As Begu serves again. Here's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Oh, it's a double fault. 30-15. Serve again from Begu. I don't think they're going to move the match to tomorrow. I think they're going to play the Eala match tonight, but they might not finish the match. So it might start tonight. It will start tonight, but I don't think it will finish. Double fault, 30-all. Venus 2 points away. The Eala match will start, but it might not finish. And then it'll be interesting whether or not they cancel the match tomorrow with Osaka versus the winner because of the lack of time. But if they move that match, maybe, I don't know. Because Swiatek's not playing tomorrow, so they can put second round matches on day 4. As the return goes into the forehand of Begu, backing up from Venus, into the forehand of Begu. Oh, and she hits it in, I think. Yes, Begu hits it in. 40-30. Just in. Off the line. All right. 40-30. To take us to the shootout. As Begu serves. Into the forehand of Venus. Begu flying cross-court winner. All right, tie-break, chat. We're going the distance. 7-point shootout. Who's going to finish this match? Venus was up 5-3. She was 2 points away from winning the match a couple times. But who you got taking this one? It's been a long match. Nearly 3 hours. This set's taken an hour. Here we go. Venus to serve. Venus serves first. I'm going to go Venus 7-5. Serving to the forehand of Begu. Return goes to the backhand of Venus. Begu backhand slice in the net. 1-love Venus. 1-0 Venus. All right, 1-love. One zero. As Begu serves again. Into the backhand of Venus. Return goes forehand of Begu. Venus with a forehand into the slice of Begu, but Begu in the net. 2-love Venus. She gets the mini break. 2-0. Remember, Begu has only played a couple of matches in the last year. She's only played like 3 or 4 matches in her comeback from injury. She also played qualies. A couple of matches there. So she hasn't, she might not be match fit herself. All right, return goes into the backhand of Begu. Backhand from Venus. Into the net. 2-1. Venus with the break. Venus with the mini break. All right, 2-1. Venus serves. Begu is 215 in the world and hasn't played in a year and says draws aren't fixed. She has a protected ranking. All right, Venus missed it 2-0. Begu has a protected ranking, came through qualies. Venus wasn't playing, she didn't know who she was playing. She was playing a qualifier. All right. 2-0. We're back on serve. Serving to the back end of Begu. Good return. Venus forehand up the line. Begu is there with the slice. But it's in the net. 3-2 Venus. 3-2. All right, we're on serve though. 3-2. Oh, man. As Begu serves again. A fault. Second serve. It's only 7 points. Why does she get to play qualifier? Because that's how the draw played out. That was the randomness of the draw. Backhand return goes forehand of Begu. Forehand out from Venus. Again to the forehand of Begu. Forehand from Venus. Again to the forehand of Begu. They're just going forehand to forehand. As Begu up the line to the backhand of Venus. Into the backhand of Begu. Venus with a forehand to the forehand of Begu, but Venus hit it out. 3-0. Long rally. 3-3. How do you think Serena will go in singles? Depends on who she plays. It's going to be the draw is going to be super important. I mean, if she plays Sabalenka, probably not so good. If she plays a random, clay court player, probably does better, but it'll come down to the draw. But also, nobody knows. She looked good serving and hitting against in the doubles, right? So she looked good in the doubles. She can still serve and she can still hit a ball real hard. So that's a good thing, but we'll see. 3-3. 3-all. As Begu serves. Begu with a serve. Out wide of the front of Venus. Great return. Begu gets it back with a forehand cross-court winner. Goes back behind Venus. Too good. 4-3 Begu. Still on serve. Venus with the serve. Into the forehand of Begu. Backhand from Venus. Into the backhand of Begu. It goes into the forehand of Venus. Begu with the forehand up the line. Too good. 5-3 Begu. All right. 5-3. Venus serves again. First serve was a fault. Second serve. Some random Austrian player on the ground. Nobody cares. They're still playing. Bro, nobody can see you cry. Get back up. This is a random Austrian player sitting on the ground. Bro, you're just in the way. Move. Nobody cares about your head. Venus! It didn't lie on the ground and like rolling around. Nobody gives a shit about you, number 11. I'm sorry. But like nobody cares that you got elbowed in the back of the head. Everyone's playing on. Get off your ass. Stop crying. Nobody cares, mate. He just like lying there for 5 minutes. Oh, now he runs around like he's fine. Austria need to stop acting. This is not the Academy Awards. This is crazy. They need to stop falling over. I mean, if I sneezed, it'd fall over. It's crazy. They're folding like paper. Anyways, backhand return goes into the forehand of Begu. Forehand out from Venus off the tape. Begu with a slice forehand, but Venus can't get it. Oh, man. Venus almost got lucky there. 6-4. 6-4. Begu with match points. Match points. Oh, chat, I can't watch this because you're going to just ruin it. All right, let me just see what happens. I'm about 30 seconds behind. God, can you imagine if this was like tennis? I'd fucking die. All right, 6-4. Yes! 2 more, please. 2 more, please. All right, 6-4. Serve out wide as a let. Two to go, chat. God. Oh, the Austrians are on the ground again. Oh, who would have thought? It fell over. What, did the wind blow? The aircon's too hard. The roof's shut. There's not even wind. It's just the aircon blowing them over. They're falling over like... It's crazy, man. The Austrians, they're sort of wobbly legs. Jelly, they're made of jelly. Fish out of water, guys. What is going on? 6-4. Begu serves. Into the forehand of Venus. Return goes into the forehand of Begu. Venus at the back on the stretch. Begu with the forehand. Open court. Goes wide. Venus survives. It's still match point Begu, but we're back on serve. 6-5. All right. Venus survives. Begu's still got a match point, though. Guy dropped his phone and got headbutt, elbow to the face on the way up. Anyway, 6-5. It's commitment. As Begu with a return. Venus with a forehand winner. I think. Yes! 6-all! Unlucky for Begu. She slipped over on the return. And guess where she slipped? Where the shade is. The courts are getting slippery. Oh, that sucks for Begu. She slipped, shanked the return, and then couldn't recover to get the cross-court forehand. Venus, good composure to get it back. 6-all, they change ends. All right, 2 match points saved for Venus. What a stupid thing for that. Why did that? Oh wait, that guy doesn't have a neck beard. He's got a neck brace. He hasn't got a neck beard. He has a like a strap around his head. Why would he elbow? Why would he shoulder that guy in the face? That's so stupid. All right, 6-0. What a dumb yellow card. The umpire's going crazy. Anyways, first the ref's just like, calm down. Sorry, we're not even watching that. We're watching tennis. 6-6. Venus serves. Oh, double fault. All right. 7-6 Begu. Yeah, it's a jaw protector. Yeah, it looked from a distance, it looked like he had a beard. Oh, hello. Yes, I see you. 7-6. Begu with match point number 3. As Begu serves. A fault. Ooh, that was so close. Second serve. Second serve. Serve in the back of Venus. Return. Goes into the forehand of Begu. Venus with the forehand off the tape, but it's not going to make it. Begu wins. 8-6 in the breaker. Oh, man. So close. And there's a nice handshake. God, so close, Venus. So close. Begu wins in a marathon. And she's going to play Mukova in the second round. Venus is going to play doubles with Serena, though. We're going to watch that in a couple of weeks. Or next week. GG's. What a long, long match. Venus didn't look... She's got a smile on her face, though. Good to see. She's got a smile. Man, what a match. What a match. All right, chat. I know a lot of you have been waiting for this, and I tell you, it is like savage o'clock. So if you're still up here waiting to watch Eala, well, we're finally here. So jump on over. I'll be back in about 5 minutes, but there it is. Begu gets a win in just under 3 hours. 6-2, 4-6, 7-6. She takes out Venus, and she's into the second round.